Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyid dukkha bhag bhavet, durjano sajjano bhuyat, sajjano shanti mapnuyat, shanto mucchit bandhebhyo, muktasyanyan vimochayat. May all be happy. May all be free from desire. May all realize what is good. May none be subject to misery. May the wicked become virtuous. May the virtuous attain tranquility. May the tranquil be free from bonds. And may the free make others free. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, 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 people. This morning our subject is Buddha and his teachings, part 31. It is a series of lectures based on Dhammapada, which is one of the most popular and important scriptures of Buddhism. Swami Vivekananda said, Buddha is not a name. Buddha is a stage of enlightenment. His name was Siddhartha, but he had several names. Siddhartha, Gautama, Shakyamuni, Amitabha, Buddha. Christ is not the name. His name was Jesus. Christ is a stage of enlightenment. Christ was Jewish, but he started a new religion, which is called Christianity. Buddha was a Hindu. He started a new religion, Buddhism. Swami Vivekananda further remarked, Buddhism is the fulfillment of Hinduism. Buddha preached the moral and ethical aspects of Vedanta. Buddha's religion is very simple, but his philosophy is not very steady. He did not care for Vedic rituals, Vedic sacrifices, animal killings. He did not like the Guruvada of Buddhism, of Hinduism. God, no God. He is a real scientist. He explored the whole spectrum of religion. He found out all religions are trying to remove misery from human minds. Misery, misery, misery. That's Buddhism. Sarvam, dukkham, dukkham, kshanikam, kshanikam, salakshanam, salakshanam, shinnam, shinnam. That is Buddhism. Being nowhere, going nowhere. Very interesting. Sarvam dukkham dukkham. This whole is full of misery. There are three kinds of misery according to Vedantic tradition. Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidoivika. Adhyatmika is the misery pertaining, connected with the body and the mind. Adibhautika, the misery which comes from other beings, other human beings, animals. Adidoivika, misery comes from natural catastrophe, earthquake, tornado. So these three kinds of miseries torment human beings. Buddha wanted to eradicate, to remove, to annihilate this misery. So he explored. There is misery. What is the cause of misery? How to get rid of misery? So he discovered 4 Aryan paths. Chatur Arjo Shattu. Dukkha. Birth is misery. Life is misery. Death is misery. Disease is misery. Compared to this human life, we may 80 years, 90 years, you see happiness, we experience very little happiness. Second, the cause of misery, he found desire. Desire is the cause of misery. How to get up this desire? He invented 8-fold paths. All are connected with karma, doctrine of karma. Be good, do good. Swamiji raised this question, why should I do good? I am good. Why should I do good to you? You will get the result. I am not going to get the result. I am serving you. What result shall I get? You are getting benefit. What shall I get? That is the question. Swami Vivekananda says the answer is in Advaita Vedanta. Serving you, I am serving myself. Your Atman, my Atman are one. But Buddhism, we find a lot of compassion, forgiveness, compassion. Very interesting. No God. No Atma. In Buddhism, Atman is the mind. Mind is the Atman. Very interesting. Mind. These human beings have 3 things. First, material substance. Material substance is this physical body. Next is immaterial substance, mind. And formless, continuous consciousness. Do you know what do they say? There is a continuous consciousness is flowing over the mind. That is the Atman. That is God. That Buddha indicated. You have gone to take bath in the Mississippi River. You are in the water. The water is coming from the Minneapolis, Minnesota and going to New Orleans. The water which touched your body, same water is not touching your body. New water, new water, new water. Continuously new water is touching your body. That is a continuous flow of consciousness. Problem? Memory. If you think that it goes away, where does the memory go? This very moment you can bring memory of your past ordinary life. Buddhism cannot answer that question. But it is a continuous flow, but what about the memory? About Atman, meaning there is a question of Milinda Prastha, the Greek emperor, Nagasena, the famous Buddhist philosopher, asked the question. This human body, did you see a chariot? It has a wheel, it has a spoke, it has the body, this, that. Combination of all these things is called a chariot. So this human body is the combination of different aspects. Question arose when Buddha was asked, I remember one of my teachers taught me, is there any God? Buddha said, did I say, is there any God? Is there no God? Did I say, is there no God? He created a confusion. Very interesting. God. About Atman. Buddha says, why are you asking about Atman? You don't need to know about Atman. Tell me your problem, suffering. I have the medicine. Don't ask all those metaphysical questions. Atman, this, heaven, all those things. Then Buddha gave a beautiful example. Somebody threw an arrow on your body. You were thinking, well, this arrow, who threw it? From what distance? What kind of metal is in the arrow? Is there any poison in the arrow? All these things you are questioning. By that time you will die. Right now, remove the arrow from the body and save yourself. That is my teaching. Remove the dukkha, misery. Very interesting philosophy. Question, metaphysical questions. There is no end of questions. Why? If somebody, we are all working, no doubt about it. We are continuously working. If somebody asks you, why do you work? I want money. For money I work. Why do you want money? Well, I like to maintain my family, food, clothing, home. Why do you want to maintain your family? Because I want to survive. Why do you want to survive? Because I want to exist. I want to exist. Nobody asks that why do you want to exist? Why do you want to exist? Nobody asks. There the question ends. Look, there the question ends. I want to go to the moon with the rocket. Why? I want to know. Why do you want to know? No answer. I want to eat ice cream. Why do you want to eat ice cream? I get happiness, joy. Nobody asks, why do you want to get joy? Their question ends. Nobody asks, why do you exist? Nobody asks, why do you want to know? Nobody asks, why do you want bliss, happiness? That is Swami Chetanananda, Brahman, inherent in human beings. Very interesting. Watch what is going on inside you. Why? Buddha I remember in 1982 I went to Bodh Gaya. The abbot, his name was Bhikshu Jagat Jyoti, our friend. He took me inside the temple, showed me around. Then he took me to the Bodhi tree, under which Buddha attained Nirvana. The original tree was, you'll have to understand, 560 BC. Many years, 2060 years ago. But that original tree was destroyed by the British. But one of the branches was taken to Sri Lanka, Anuradhapuram. From that branch, they brought another branch and planted here. Now the present tree is of the branch of that original tree. Second original, I must say. So he says, after Nirvana, Buddha was moving around. 49 days he moved around. Shall I share or not? Shall I share what I have achieved with others or not? Mara said, Shaitan, enjoy yourself, don't share. But Buddha wanted to share. He came to Saranath, it's 4 or 5 miles from Benares, Mirgodabo, the GR park. There he started to teach his religion, philosophy. Dharma chakram pravurti she, I shall, the world, the religion is stagnant. I want to turn the wheel. You see the wheel, Eightfold Path? And bring speed, velocity in the religion, in the life of the people. That Buddha did. During the time of Buddha, India was full of monasteries and convents. Anyhow, Buddhism is a very popular religion. Be good and do good. So I shall start now Dhammapada. It is chapter 14, verse 4. The name of the chapter is called Buddha Varga, the awakened. Buddhas, the awakened one. Before each teaching, Buddha, there is an introduction. Once, Buddha was in Benares, meditating under a tree. A Nagaraj, a snake, appeared before Buddha and started to cry. Buddha asked, why are you crying? He said, in my previous life, I was a bhikshu, Kashyap Buddha. And I was carried away by the water. And I was trying to save my life, holding some plants. And I uprooted some plants. As a result, I committed sin. And as a result of that sin, I have become a snake. Since then, I am trying to get rid of this snake life. So he was crying. Now listen first the introduction. It is called Pratimoksha, Patimoksha according to the Buddhist, the religion, they call it Sanskrit and Pali. In Pali it is called Pati Moksha, and in Sanskrit it is called Prati Moksha. Prati Moksha means the monks should take some vows. If he commits any sin, he must tell everybody, I committed a sin. Then your sin will go away. You must, which is, Catholics also follow the same thing. If you go to some Catholic place, Catholic chapel, or they have a called confession booth. I saw in Spain a lot of confession booths. You will have to go and tell that these are the sins I have committed. So that is called in Buddhism, they call it Pratimoksha. There are 4 times that we shall talk about it later. So he could not get any chance. So Buddha said to that person, difficult is it. Difficult is to obtain birth as a human being. Difficult is the life of mortals. Difficult is the hearing of the true law. Difficult is the rise of Buddhahood or enlightenment. Human life. Extremely precious. I always tell people, this is called karma bhumi. You can change any way you like. Heaven, bhoga bhumi. You did virtuous deeds, enjoy there. Hell, whatever it may be, that is also bhoga bhumi. You did wrong, suffer. So this is the way we think about human life. Bhoga bhumi, karma bhumi. The karma bhumi is very vital, extremely vital. Liberation is possible only in karma bhumi. Shankara mentions in Gradual of Discrimination, Durlabam trayameva itat devanugraha hetugam manushyatam mumukshatam mahapurusha sangsaya. These 3 things are rare in human life. First, human birth. Second, burning desire for liberation. Third, the company of a great soul. If you have these 3, remember, you are very lucky, you are very fortunate. You have a good luck that you have all 3. Human life, a desire for liberation, and the company of a great soul. Manushyat. What is the Mahabharata say? What is the difference between human life and animal life? We eat, they eat. We sleep, they sleep. We beget children, they beget children. We have fear, they have fear. In these 4 aspects, there is no difference between man and animal. What is the difference? Dharmena hina poshubi shamana, jnanena hina poshubi shamana. Knowledge, practicing dharma, which you can practice, the animals cannot practice. There is the difference between man and animal. Dharmena hina, jnanena hina. Manush. Sabar upare manushyattva tahar upare nai. Human beings is the highest of all creation. Swamiji says, human beings are the Taj Mahal of the creation. Sometimes we see that how we waste our time. If you calculate human life, do you know what? Half of human body, human life remains in bed. Half the time. Your daily sleep, your early age, your sickness, your old age. Half of human life remains in bed. Half the time. There is a calculation, how many % of life you use for work. Time. And how little time you spend for your spiritual life. Calculate your daily life, 24 hours are in your hand. How many minutes you have thought about God? Check yourself. You don't need anybody else. Really, how many? I remember one person came and got initiation. So I said, sit 1 hour. So she started, that he is an elderly person. He started to calculate. I showed me, happen of 15 minutes will not happen. I go, all right, you do whatever you like. He started to bargain with me. That how long shall I meditate? Time. So Buddha was telling him that you see, human life is very precious, use it. Do not misuse it. Sometimes you think, as long as you are physically strong, mentally strong, gain something. Otherwise, time is running out. Every day we are marching toward the grave, toward the crematorium. In young days, if you earn money and put it in the bank, you will not have to worry about financial problems in old age. Otherwise, in the beginning, you jilly-jally, you will not be able to make it. One should be very sincere, very serious. Human life is very precious. Swamiji started. When we read Swami Vivekananda's life, we can feel it, how he used his life. Within 6-7 years he worked, and he said, I have given enough for 1,500 years. Tremendous speed. Some people are so slow. Next 3 verses, 183 to 85. One day, another monastery called Jetobana, Ananda was a cousin and attendant of Buddha. He remembered 182,000 teachings of Buddha. 182,000. And 2,000 he learned from others, because he was a constant companion of Buddha. By the by, Ananda asked Buddha, Lord, you have told previous 7 Buddhas on many occasions, their parents, their longevity, how long did they live, their disciples, and we have heard many things about them. Kintu tader upasad sambandhi kichu shonayani. You did not tell us about what kind of teachings they practice. You delineated, you mentioned the spiritual teachings which the monks are supposed to practice. Did they do any such thing? Then Buddha answered, the eschewing of all evil, the perfecting of good deeds, the purifying of one's mind, this is the teaching of Buddha. Patience, which is long suffering. Now, the awakened, Patience, which is long suffering, is the highest austerity. The awakened declared nirvana to be the highest of things. He verily is not an anchorite who oppresses others. He is not an ascetic who causes grief to others. Not reviling, not injuring, practicing restraint according to the law, moderation of eating, dwelling in solitude, diligence in higher thought. This is the teaching of the awakened Buddha. Pratimoksha means the law leading to freedom. Do you know what the Buddha was teaching, was telling? According to Buddhism, there are 4 days in a month. They repeat their vows that he is talking about. Full moon, new moon. 8th day of the moon, 8th day of the new moon, 8th day of the dark moon. These 4 days, these monks repeat their vows so that they can remember, they may not forget. You know, Hinduism also we find Trishandha Gayatri. 3 times a day a Brahmin is supposed to repeat the Gayatri mantra. Trishandha. Our gurus gave instruction that morning and evening, twice a day at least, you must repeat your mantra so that you may not forget God. I remember in Hollywood, Swami Prabhupada, major rule. Every monks and nuns must come to the shrine. 7 to 8, 12 to 1, 6 to 7. 3 hours you must sit in the shrine. Compulsory. He says, these people, monks, they are very energetic, active. They must learn to be disciplined, to calm themselves. Sometimes we struggle in the shrine, no doubt about it, but you must practice and practice and practice. Then your body will be accustomed to it. Your mind will be disciplined. You condition your body, your stomach, that 8 o'clock breakfast, 1 o'clock lunch, 8 o'clock dinner. Your stomach will demand food on those 3 times because you conditioned many, many years, and that you are following. Same thing in spiritual life. You must condition your mind. I must give you spiritual food. You must sit in the shrine. You know, sometimes we think all week, we do not cut time of other aspects, but in the shrine, God does not complain, so we cut time there. Oh, God will not mind. Sometimes we cut short the time when we go to the shrine. Do not do any evil deeds. Buddha was telling his monks. Second, always try to do something good. Third, try to purify the mind. Next, forgiveness and forbearance are the great austerity. Never hurt people. They cannot be a monk, those who hurt people. And never persecute others. Never criticize others. Never physically assault anybody. Follow these vows. And eat moderately, stay in a solitary place, and always have mind awareness. Monks try to practice yoga. This is the teachings of Buddha. So these are the teachings. They remind again and again whether I am following these or not. Next teaching. In Jetavana, it is a big forest and monastery of Buddhism. A monk was not very happy. He was not getting any peace of mind. He was thinking, I shall give up this monastic life and I shall be a householder. He was thinking and was tormenting inside, worries and anxiety. He was becoming very unhappy. So seeing his pitiable condition, other monks suggested, why don't you go to Buddha and ask his instruction? So he went to Buddha. At that time, Buddha told him these two verses, 186, 187. There is no satisfaction of one's passions, even by a shower of gold pieces. He who knows that passions are of a small enjoyment and productive of pain is a wise man. Even in celestial pleasures, he finds no delight. The disciple who is fully awakened delights only in the destruction of all desires. Interesting. I used to read a lot of parables of Buddha. Very, very beautiful stories. If you see in Paul Carus's book, toward the end, parables of Buddha, just parables of Jesus, parables of Buddha, parables of Ramakrishna. These great teachers, not that always they teach through high philosophy, sometimes through stories, episodes, so that ordinary people can remember, can practice. What happened, Buddha was telling this monk, do you know? I know your past life. You were a fish. One day, you were chasing a female fish, and there was a net of the fisherman. So the female fish saw the net and turned aside. But you were so blind with passion, with lust, that you did not see the net. You immediately hit the net and you are caught by the fishermen. And they brought it on the ground and you are flopping and floundering. Seeing you, I felt compassion. Do you know what I did? I bought you from the fishermen and released you again into the water and saved your life. I saved your life. Passion. You know, somebody says, passion will stay in your body till you die. That is the test. Somebody came and told Holy Mother, Mother, I do not have any lust. My son, don't say that, don't say that. Don't say that. Puchanji says, Gyani namapi chetangsi devi bhagavati ya palata krishya mohaya mahamaya prajachati. Even the Gyanis, yogis, they fall of temptation, maya. I sometimes say in the battlefield, not that all soldiers will survive. Some soldiers will die. So in the spiritual path, some fall, some die. That is natural. Those who have ego, they will fall. For that reason, one should pray to the mother to protect from Maya. Celestial enjoyment, physical enjoyment, worldly enjoyment, celestial enjoyment. Buddha is telling, these are all very, very momentary. Little joy and so much misery. And people are seeking that joy. In the Upanishad also, Katha Upanishad, we say, Shreyasya Preyasya Manushya Metat. Shreya and Preya. Preya means pleasant. Pleasure. And Preya means good. Beneficial, uplifting. These two paths are in front of every human being. Shreya and Preya. What do you want? Preya, Agre Madhupama, Puriname Vishwabhamba. In the beginning it is very sweet, but at the end it is poisonous. And Shreya, in the beginning it is very bitter, but the end it is immortal, sweet. That is the way. But ordinary human beings, they are so deluded by Maya. They take the path of prayer, pleasure. That Katha Upanishad tells us. Jama was telling Nachiketa, this is the way human beings are set up. Who wants God? That Sri Ramakrishna used to ask people. People shed jug full of tears for wife, for children, for money. But who weeps for God? That Sri Ramakrishna used to tell the devotees. Lord, I want you and you alone. Who says that? I remember, I shall tell you a story. One monk came to our Swami Chetanananda. He was the president of the order. I said, Maharaj, when I left home, I have so much yearning, longing for God, so much renunciation, but after staying 20 years in the monastery, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. In the beginning, our new yearning came. So Swami Chetanananda told him, go home. Maharaj, I am a monk. No, go home. If you go home, you will see your brother, your friends, how they are leading their life. They have wife, children, family problem, disease, poverty, no money, live in distress. Compare their life, you will be able to get a chance to compare yourself with others. Go home. Then Swami said, those renunciation, those longing are now one with your bloodstream. You do not see it. But the moment you are away from the monastery, from this environment, you will see it, the difference. The home of the fish is the water. But if you take the fish on the ground, it flops and flounces and it will die. The fish will die. Similarly, those who are spiritual people, they cannot live with the worldly environment. Very difficult, extremely difficult. But for that reason, people come for holy company. You come to the temple. Why? For that reason. We get the freshness of the eternal. We breathe the freshness of the eternal. Man cannot live by bread alone, Jesus said. You have good food, good money, who cares? You will die. You need spiritual food. You will have to cultivate it. You will have to cook it. This is spiritual food. in the shrine. Study. Bhartrihari. There is a beautiful story of Bhartrihari. He was a king. A Brahmin got a fruit. This Divine Mother gave that fruit to him and said, if you eat that fruit, you will never be old. You will get youth forever. So the king thought, I'm an old man. My wife is Anangosena. Let her eat that food. So Anangosena took that fruit. Anangosena is a secret lover. The commander-in-chief. She gave that fruit to commander-in-chief. Commander-in-chief has another secret lover, another woman. So in this way, the fruit moved from hand to hand, and later on he found a hawker was selling through the street, and the king saw the fruit there. Then he got that hawker, and then whole chain was caught by the FBI. Then king said, I must renounce. He gave his throne to his brother and became a monk, and he wrote 3 books: Shringara Shatakam, Niti Shatakam, Vairagya Shatakam. 100 verses on worldly life, 100 verses on ethics and morality, and 100 verses on renunciation. So that is a very famous book, Vairagya Shatakam, 100 verses on renunciation. So he got renunciation that way, We have all the, in ancient India, they experimented about lust, sex life. Jajati, we don't know the story. He got youth he became old, he took loan the youth of his youngest son and enjoyed life, sensual life for 1,000 years. And then he said, Na jatu kaman kamanam upavagena saimati havisha krishna bhartpiva bhuyo evavi vardati. That is his life's experience, he declared. Na jatu kaman, lust, cannot be satiated by enjoying more lustful things. As you pour ghee into the fire, the blaze will come more and more. The fire will never be extinguished by ghee. So this lust cannot be satiated. That Jajati said his experience. So Buddha also mentioned that, do you know what Buddha was talking about? Buddha wants to kill the desire. He says desire is the most culprit. A culprit should go. When the mind is free from desire, do you know what will happen? Monorash. Vasanakkhay, cessation of desire, will bring mononash, dissolution of the mind. Mind will dissolve because there is no desire. It is the desire which is pumping all the time in the mind, bubbling up all desires. And then comes Tattva-gyan. That is the philosophy of Yoga Vasishtha Ramayana. Vasanakkhay, Tattva-gyan, and Mononash. Mononash, Vasanakkhay, Tattva-gyan. Cessation of desire, dissolution of the mind, and illumination. All these 3 things happen. Buddha is trying to do that thing. Another thing, do you know what we like in Buddhism? Buddha, Shankara took the ego and he connected with Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. He took ego and put inside the Brahman. Buddha did not do it. He took the ego give away, so that only Brahman alone remains. That is Buddha. Remove it. My teacher told me another beautiful story about Buddhism and Shankara's Vedanta. Shankara and Buddha both are in the same boat. The boat left the harbor, went into the deep sea. Only water and water, water and water. Buddha looked upward and he said, Sarvam Shunyam Shunyam. Everything is void, empty, empty, empty. He was looking upwards. And Shankara looked downwards and saw this ocean, water. He says, Sarvam Purnam Purnam. Everything is full. Everything is full. Both are in the same boat. Both have the same experience. One saw the negative side, one saw the positive side. A half glass water, you may see it is half full or half empty. It depends upon you, your negative approach or positive approach. Even in Shankaracharya mentioned, I used to read the Mohamudgar Charpata Panjarika Stotram. So long as one is able to earn wealth or one's relatives attached to him, but one after this one gets decrepit due to old age, no one inquires about his welfare, even in his own house. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudamate. There are beautiful some verses of Shankara's. The body has become worn out, hairs have turned grey, the teeth have fallen, and the old man is walking, supporting himself on a stick, yet desires does not leave him. The desires do not leave him. So worship the Lord, worship the Lord. The child is attached to play, youth to women, old age is burdened with anxiety. No one is engaged with the Supreme Lord. Bhaja Govindam, worship the Lord. Birth, death, and life in the mother's womb come by turn again and again. O Lord, out of thy grace protect me in this samsara, which is really hard to cross over. These are the beautiful verses of Charpota Panjarika Stotram of Shankara. There was a king named Prosenjit. He is the king of Koshala. In his place there is a Brahmin named, what is his name? Ognidatta. He had many disciples. He wanted to go to the forest. He told his disciples what to do. He is a Hindu ritualist. Buddha understood that the time has come for him to attain Nirvana. So he went to his ashrama and asked him to take the refuge of the three Sharan mantra. That is Buddhism. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in his Dharma. I take refuge in his Sangha. Buddha gave him instruction. Page 8-92. Men driven by fear go to many a refuge, to mountains and to forests, to sacred trees and shrines. That verily is not a safe refuge. That is not the best refuge. After having got to that refuge, a man is not delivered from all pains. But he who takes refuge in the Buddha, the law, and the order, he perceives in his clear wisdom that Four Noble Truths. Suffering, the origin of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and the Noble Eightfold Path which leads to the cessation of suffering. That verily is a safe refuge, that is the best refuge. After having got to that refuge, a man is delivered from all pains. Look at Christianity. Want to save. Save. Jesus is a savior. Save, save. All human beings want to be saved from problems, from various kinds of birth, death. We want to be saved. We want to be immortal. The Buddha is telling to this Brahmin teacher, you may go to the forest, you take refuge, take refuge, take refuge. They are not real refuge. Real refuge is Atma Sharan Mantra. Know thyself. Know thyself. Work out your own salvation. Do not depend on anybody. Buddha emphasized a lot of self-effort. I shall do it. I shall make it. Strong willpower that will bring your liberation. To take the Buddha says, if you really want to take refuge by mantra. I take refuge in Buddha, I take refuge in my dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. That Buddha said. That is the way you will get liberation. No, I shall stop here today. We must conjure up before the eyes of the mind the image of Buddha. His mien is bright, his bearing beautiful, as distinct from the form and countenance of Mara, whose features are wrung with evil and whose look expresses terror. The Eightfold Path consists of right views, right aspirations, right speech, right actions, right living, right exertion, right recollection, and right meditation. It is called the middle path, since it is equally remote from the extremes of self-indulgence and self-mortification. It also avoids the extremes of superstitions and skepticism. Buddha's philosophy is very good. Here is a Veena or Tanpura. If it is too tight, you will not get the right sound. If it is too loose, you will not get the right sound. It should be tuned right. Sitar or Tanpura, they tune. So if you try to mortify your body, torture your body, you will not be able to make it. And if you go into the other extreme, luxury, you will not be able to make it. That Buddha taught. Follow the middle path. Remove all impurities, desire from the mind. Be good and do good. That is Buddha's religion, Buddha's philosophy. Result, karma will bring the result. If you do good karma, it will bring good result. It will change your life. See, sometimes when students come and people come, do you know what I tell them? Read the opening of Swami Vivekananda's Karma Yoga. He defined human character We are all, each person representing our own character. What is character? Swamiji says, whatever you do, whatever you think, they leave some impressions in the mind. The sum total of those impressions form the habit, and the habit forms character. So your every action, your every thought are vital, very important. That Buddha taught. Be good and do good. You will get the right result. Matma me shuddhantam jyotiraham virajabi papma bhuyasam. Antaratma me shuddhantam jyotiraham virajabi papma bhuyasam. Paramatma me shuddhantam jyotiraham virajabi papma bhuyasam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May my body become pure. May I be free from impurities and ignorance. May I realize myself as the light divine. May my mind become pure. May I be free from impurities and ignorance. May I realize myself as the light divine. May my soul become pure. May I be free from impurities and ignorance. May I realize myself as the light divine. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto you.